This video is not clickbait. I'm literally gonna spend the next year of my life sculpting 10,000 ducks out of polymer clay. This is how it works. Every time one of you subscribe, I have to make a duck and put it on the duck wall until I have 10,000 ducks and have reached my 10,000 subscriber goal.
What you're about to watch is the start of something way bigger than me, and I'm so incredibly excited to share this story with you.
And I'm starting right now with my very first subscriber, Carl.
Hello, Carl. I know you're watching right now. This YouTube channel actually never would have been created without Carl. He was the one at the very beginning showing me how to edit on iMovie and how to make videos. And it started me on this journey of discovery, finding all these interests and hobbies and things that I was so passionate about. So to thank Carl for all the massive support he's given me editing, brainstorming and filming videos, I'm going to make his duck with rare gold clay. And to show he's my very first subscriber, I'm going to make an Olympic gold medallion to make sure he knows this duck is extra special. To understand why I'm even doing this whole duck thing, we have to go back about 2 months ago when I was trying to fall asleep and I couldn't stop thinking about this idea.
It's literally 11 o'clock at night and I think I have the best idea to make a wall of ducks.
I quickly realized that there was 3 simple steps I had to complete, and the first was building the duck wall. I had a pretty clear vision of what I wanted the duck wall to look like from the very start, so I got to work finding whatever free materials I could around the house, because why would I need to buy materials when we've got all of this amazing stuff just lying around? So I did steal Dad's architraves, but that's okay because he's not going to use them. We've already built the house, so sorry, Dad. I also stole your screws, Dad. I hope you don't mind, but it was the miscellaneous one and no one ever uses the miscellaneous one, so yeah. It was at this point that I had broken 2 drill bits and a screwdriver, and I was wondering, when is my dad gonna come after me? Now that I had the screws in place, I needed some hole filler to fill in the gaps, and my dad had the perfect solution.
What is this?
This is a Nordsjö super filler. I think it's from Norway because it says Nor, but who knows?
Yes, that is my dad. And no, he did not notice that all of his screwdrivers were missing, but he did give me his whole collection of Nordsjö fillers, or whatever he calls them, and I used them to fill all the gaps in my screws. Everything was pretty much going to plan until one day I opened up the woodshed to find this.
Oh, I just arrived in my woodshed and look what I found.
Water from the roof had somehow leaked down into the duck wall and it was absolutely sopping wet. I was really worried that it would have expanded the wood and made it unusable.
Oh, look at all this. Oh.
But all I could really do was dry it off and move on to painting. I actually had a bit of paint left over from my Star Wars cabinet video, so I didn't actually have to buy paint, which was so handy. The painting was going pretty much to plan until I opened the woodshed and found this. Uh-oh, our friend Emily got a little bit carried away with the sandpaper, but fortunately the paint had already dried, so we were actually fine.
This is the part of the video where I quickly realized that transporting the duck wall from the shed to my house is not going to be extremely easy. And it's probably not going to fit in my car, so I'll probably have to try and find something else to put it in. And then I'll randomly see my dad's car and confiscate it to transport the duck wall. And that's what I did.
This is bringing back memories.
Almost lost the second bucket.
So after finally getting the duck wall back home, I was met with the task of making all of the little squares for the ducks to slot into. And I didn't think about this too much, but it actually turned out to be the biggest nightmare. After making 10,000 squares, you could imagine, I was trashed. But this duck wall won't make itself, so I've got to push through that pain and keep making squares. But can I just say, once I'd actually finished all those squares, it was very satisfying. But the most satisfying of all was making this sign out of paper. I love how this turned out. It looks like graphic design, but in a physical craft world. Now I just had to use some masking tape to add this very satisfying blue rim around the edge of the duck wall. And then I had to make all of the little numbers for every single square, and this took a long time. I literally just turned on the podcast and was like, oh, surely I'll be able to write and listen to a podcast about AI. And then I was like, oh, well, look what happens to
my numbers.
And you know, I actually did the exact same thing a few times after, so it just confirms the fact that I'm not really built for numbers. Then I made this little sign, which is a little secret I've been working on, which I'll explain later in the video. And after adding some LEDs, the duck wall was finally ready for part 2 of my plan. Making the ducks. So obviously I've already made Carl my very first subscriber, but I want the next ducks to be ducks based on my family. I'm gonna make some little books for my mum's duck, because she actually homeschooled all of us, and that gave me the freedom to explore these passions that I have and have the time to make YouTube videos. I thought it would be funny to make my dad's duck a little cow, because he's a farmer and he loves working on the land, and I just thought it would be fun to make a little cow duck. Next up we have my brother, and I decided to make a little car tire on his duck because he absolutely is obsessed with cars. Then for my oldest sister, I made a little daisy, just a sweet little flower. My twin sisters are super creative and artsy. So for my first twin sister, I made this bubbly, colourful duck to show her creativity. And for my other sister, she specially requested that I make her a unicorn duck. I'm not sure why, but I did it and I actually really like it. It's probably my favourite. Now I've only made 8 ducks so far, but I've still got 9,992 ducks to make. So I better speed up. So I committed every day to making 50 ducks, and this actually got me going a little bit faster. As the days and weeks passed by of making the duck wall, it was slowly coming together and I was really happy with how it was looking. But I was beginning to realize that if I was actually going to finish this duck wall, I need to be making ducks a lot faster. I've been making ducks every day now for about 5 weeks, and I've come to the conclusion that I'm not making them fast enough. I need to find a different way of making them. So my plan is to use this yogurt container and put the ducks in the bottom and make a liquid silicone mold. This was my last chance to make the ducks fast. I really needed this mold to work. So I mixed the resin up and added this beautiful blue dye, and then I was ready to pour it into the duck mold, which was so satisfying. After making the mold, I let it sit overnight so that it was ready to open in the morning.
That is beautiful.
I couldn't stop thinking about if the mold was going to work or not, and I was pretty nervous to try it for the first time. But eventually the time came where I had to test it out, and so I got some green clay and squished it into the mold, put it into the oven, and waited for it to bake.
Is the mold gonna work, or is it gonna break? 'Cause if it doesn't work, that's a pretty bad mistake. Is the mold gonna work, or is it just a fake? I could make them out of clay, but how many will it take? Is the mold gonna work? When I took it out of the oven, I saw that it probably wasn't gonna work. My heart fell out of my stomach when I looked at the time. Oh, what a jerk. I thought that it would be faster when I used the mold, but lo and behold, it's not. It takes the same amount of time to make the ducks by hand, and those ones look way better. Yeah, those ones look way better.
So yeah, in short, the mold doesn't work. It does make ducks, but the ducks come out looking a little bit weird, and it actually just takes the same amount of time to make them by hand as it does to use the mold. So it's a bit of a fail. This means that I'm gonna have to make every single duck by hand. And this is still achievable, but it's gonna take a little bit longer than I expected. So I doubled my rate of making ducks and started making 100 ducks every single day. And I didn't stop for nothing. Everywhere I went, I was making ducks, even in the shopping centre. I've actually got about half an hour of time to kill, so I thought, why not, in the Spotlight car park, make some ducks? It's kind of weird making art in a place like a car park. It really opens up a new perspective, that's for sure. Car park ducks complete. So a bit before, I told you guys that I have a secret. I've actually been building a whole duck universe with custom animal ducks, custom people ducks, and I want you guys to join me. So today I'm officially announcing the Claymason Patreon page.
When you sign up to my Patreon page, you can vote for the duck of the month, and I will sculpt whatever crazy duck idea you come up with. You'll also be able to send me custom ideas like a galaxy duck or a unicorn duck or an elephant duck. The ideas are literally limitless. And I will make your ducks and put them on the little 1-inch squares on the duck wall. You'll also get access to my Patreon behind the scenes videos, and you'll be able to see footage like this.
Ew. Ducks everywhere.
If you're watching this video and it has less than 1,000 views, you could be the first person to find my Patreon. The first person to sign up to my Patreon is going to get a very special award, so please sign up. It would mean the world to me.
If you want to join my Patreon, there's a link down below.
Number 702 duck. And 700. Number 703 duck.
1,299.
1,780.
1,200.
700.
1,899.
1,700.
1,899. I'm about to put the 2,000th duck on the duck wall. Thank you to my 2,000th subscriber. You have earned yourself a pink and purple duck. After sculpting ducks over and over and over again, I have almost made a duck for every single one of my subscribers. And at that point, the duck wall will officially be up to date. Currently, I have 2,044 subscribers. And I have 2,042 ducks on the duck wall. So after months of work and the birth of a mission to make 10,000 ducks, it was time to place the last subscriber's duck. I present to you the last duck I need to place to get to my current amount of subscribers, 2,244. Oh, finished. Now it's time for step 3 of my plan, where I show my family the duck wall for the first time. Yeah, I've spent the last 64 days making this. Yes. And this is just the start. It's not finished yet. It's going to be probably a whole year more, but this is the current duck wall. So let's do a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Whoa!
It's not. That's.
How many ducks are on there now?
2,043.
And one big one.
And one big one.
Is that how many subscribers you have
That's
already?
exactly how many subscribers I have.
Wow. Oh, it's wearing a hat.
What's that? Is that? Oh, it is a hat of sorts.
No, it's a book. I'm gonna change colour.
That's amazing. Yeah, they're cute.
So if you want a duck on the duck wall, please subscribe so that I can finish this thing, because I can't do this without you guys. And don't forget to check out my Patreon, because the first duck of the month is coming up, so you guys need to vote. Thank you so much for watching, and subscribe for a duck.